Are you noticing a drop in power and a check engine light that just won't go away? If your scanner is showing the code P0029, we need to look at your exhaust system's timing. This code stands for Exhaust Valve Control Solenoid Circuit Range or Performance on Bank 2. Bank 2 is the cylinder bank on the opposite side of cylinder number 1. Just like the other codes in this family, this relates to the variable valve timing system. Your Curse computer is trying to adjust the exhaust camshaft to help push exhaust gases out efficiently, but the camshaft isn't moving to the right spot. It is stuck or lagging. This system relies heavily on the engine control module commanding a solenoid to open and let oil pressure flow to an actuator. When this fails, you get symptoms like a lack of power when you step on the gas, a rougher ride, and decreased fuel economy because the engine isn't running efficiently. The culprits here are usually fluid-related. Low engine oil or sludge buildup is the enemy of this system. If the oil pressure isn't right, the physical metal parts simply cannot move. Other causes include a bad control solenoid, a failing camshaft actuator, or electrical issues between the solenoid and the computer. Your first step in solving this is always the dipstick. Check your oil level and quality. If it is low, the hydraulic pressure will be too weak to move the cam. Fill it up or change the oil if it is dirty. If the oil is fine, move on to the control solenoid on the exhaust side of Bank 2. You can troubleshoot this with a standard multimeter. Disconnect the wiring harness from the solenoid and measure the resistance across the pins using the ohms function. Compare that number to what your repair manual says. If it is out of range, the part is bad and needs a simple replacement. If the resistance is okay, remove the solenoid and inspect it visually. You are looking for clogged screens that block oil flow or cut O-rings that let pressure escape. Sometimes the solenoid works electrically but is mechanically jammed with debris. If cleaning the solenoid and changing the oil does not clear the code, you might be looking at a bad actuator or a computer problem. The computer sends a complex rapid-fire signal called pulse width modulation to control this valve. Verifying that signal requires advanced tools like a graphing multimeter. If you have covered the basics of oil and the solenoid and the problem sticks around, or if dealing with timing components feels a bit over your head, that is your cue to see a professional mechanic. Hopefully, this helps you get back on the road.